Don't just renovate it, innovate it.
Okay. So I'm going to first ask you about your experience with the company as a whole. Then I'm going to ask you some questions about the roof job that we did for you. What project did Innovative Home Concepts do for you?
They put on a new roof, replaced one that was damaged by hail.
About how long ago did we do that?
Probably about 4 months ago.
Do you remember how you first found Innovative?
Actually, we had talked about having someone look at the roof after we had a storm, and then we noticed the neighbors had somebody out there, and while they had somebody out there, that person came over to our door and knocked and just passed out, no pressure or anything, just said, you know, if you're looking for roofers, you know, give us a try, and we ended up calling.
So did you get any other estimates?
Yes, we did.
How many?
A couple more.
How did the experience go, gathering those quotes for you?
Well, it's never fun getting quotes. The other two tended to be a little more high pressure. And so, you know, we ended up going with what we thought, two things: best price as well as best reputation.
So did you do any research on Innovative?
Yes.
What did you find?
Well, I saw the video testimonials. We looked at their website, because anytime someone comes to your door, your first thought is they're just trying to get business, they're fly-by-night. So we reviewed the website, and when we looked at everything, they looked like they were very legitimate, been around for a while, and looked like they did good work.
So what was the ultimate final decision to go with?
We went with innovation, both by price and on the basis of what we thought was going to be the quality outcome, based on past experience by other people.
So tell me about your experience during the process. We'll start with the initial visit. How did your initial sales visit go, and what impressed you?
It went very well. I'm not used to having that model where someone comes as your salesperson out. Usually you're dealing directly with the roofer or like the site manager or somebody like that. This was a different experience totally, because the person that came out not only outlined the process and helped us pick out the right tile or shingle, but also worked with our insurance company directly, got on the phone with them while I was sitting there, handed off to me for any questions my carrier had, but really made the process as simple as those processes can be.
After you signed up for the work, did you have any fears or concerns?
No, you know, no more than making sure everything went well, and it did so.
What was your impression of working with our office staff?
They were very courteous. I mean, we had a couple minor bumps, but when I called, they were taken care of immediately, and so we were very pleased.
The installation process and the installation crew? Tell me about your experience.
Very professional. We were told by the salesperson they would be very professional, and the manager on the site was there the majority of the time that the work was going on. And when he wasn't there, you could bet he'd be there a half hour later to check and see that they were doing the job. They did a professional job, they were courteous, and they did a nice cleanup.
That was my next question, if they did a good job cleaning up. Yeah. Have you had any issues with your new roof?
Nope, none at all.
You hear a lot about bad contractors. Do you have a bad contractor story?
Let me think. Certainly we do, but I can't think of any that come to mind offhand. We have a lot of bad estimate stories, where in fact we had some damage to one part of our roof about 5 years ago. We had a contractor come out, and I think we got an initial estimate from another contractor for like $1,500. He quoted $6,000 for the same amount and wanted to start work like the next day, and wanted us to sign the paperwork, and you know, stuff like that that really puts you off of having to work with contractors in general.
If your neighbor asked you about Innovative, what would you tell them?
Well, we did refer Innovative to two of our neighbors, so and they had their work done, so we were very pleased.
Thank you. So tell me about your old roof. The problem was strictly, what, hail damage?
Hail damage, yeah.
And your new roof?
It's fine. no damage.
What's your favorite thing about your new roof?
That it's new. We had the old style vents on the older roof with the whatever they call that vent on the top they do now. It's a much better profile for the house, so it looks better.
So is that the biggest difference that you've noticed between your old and your new roof?
I think so. I mean, I don't notice any difference in. I mean, nothing was leaking or anything. It was just the aesthetics and the fact that there was damage all up there.
The cosmetic.
Right.
So what initially sold you on going with that particular roof for your home?
Just discussions with Unedited. I mean, they were very open and to the various styles and colors and everything else, and sat with my wife and I and went through everything. And you know, it was really a pleasant experience as opposed to like that tension you usually feel when you're dealing with contractors.
That's good to hear. Obviously these days things cost too much. Do you feel that the product was a good value for
Yes,
you?
very good value.
Fantastic.
And wrap.
Don't just renovate it, innovate it.
Ooh, yeah. To innovate your home, what's the best way to go? Innovative Home Concepts. Call 888-356-9020.